If hard work and pressure were the keys to a fulfilling life, you'd feel amazing by now. But the truth is, your best ideas and results come when you're in flow and not when you're forcing it. And here's how you know that I'm speaking the truth. When was the last time you had a fantastic idea through effort? You're sat at your desk and you're squeezing the ideas out, and the more you struggle, the more the ideas flow through perseverance alone. Yeah, right. Okay, I don't think that I have ever had a great idea like that. What's far more likely is that you've been sat there with an empty sheet of paper, then you get up to make a coffee or go for a walk, and that's when the ideas start to flood in. When we've all but given up and you're taking a break, right? And there's a really good reason for that. All of that struggle to find a solution activates the HPA axis. That's the system that governs the body's stress response. So we're filled with cortisol and other stress hormones, which literally shuts down our ability to think clearly. So when we leave our desks and allow ourselves to take a break, even for just a few minutes, the control that the amygdala has on our prefrontal cortex softens, so we can start to be receptive to creativity and new ideas again. The problem is that we're not taught to do that, right? The school system that most of us went to has taught us to sit at our desks for hours on end, and those of us that couldn't sit still were deemed to be problem children. But taking that walk, shaking your body, or even having a little scream allows your HPA axis to downgrade its engagement, and your nervous system is able to return to a regulated state. But what if you never have to get yourself into that state of stress in the first place? What if you could live life in such a way that being in flow is your natural way of being? Well, keep watching, because by the end of this video, you're going to learn how to access a whole new level of success by working from ease instead of effort. Hi, I'm Janet Mohapi-Banks, and I'm a best-selling author of my book Habits for Happiness, and I'm a transformational happiness coach for high achievers and soul seekers who wake up feeling empty despite their outward success. If you'd like a taste of how my work can help you too, I invite you to join me in my free 14-day mini course, Rewire Your Brain for Happiness. You're going to find the link in the description. Okay, so let me ask you, how do you start your day? Like, what's the first thing that you do? Is it picking up your phone to check your emails or check the news? Maybe you're straight into the rabbit hole of social media, getting upset about the latest atrocities, which there are very, very many. Or you're getting annoyed and feeling inadequate because other people's lives seem to be better than yours. And let me guess, this is all before you've even got out of bed, right? So before you've even taken a shower, your stress levels are already really high. Now, many fantastic ideas can come to us during a shower, but if we've just filled our heads with thoughts of inadequacy, or we've already been responding to emails or messages from our team, then the relaxation that a shower can bring often doesn't appear because we're too busy having imaginary arguments and confrontations in our heads, yeah? So our minds are racing through all these negative scenarios, and we find ourselves absent-mindedly washing our hair with the body wash instead of the shampoo. We forget to rinse the conditioner, and we ask ourselves again where the freedom from stress that we're working so hard for is hiding. Trust me, I could go on with this very lived experience of a day where you spill your coffee on the papers you're reading and then you forget to take them to the office for your important meeting, but I'm not going to because I reckon you can probably finish it for me. So instead, what I want to do is take you back to the beginning of that day. And instead of grabbing your phone, I want you to imagine keeping your eyes closed for just a few more minutes and just be in the stillness of your morning. Allow yourself an hour before you check your email or respond to your team. And take an intentional shower and imagine any stress that you might be feeling washing over you and away from you like the warm water you're washing in. As you drink your morning coffee, after maybe doing some stretches, so you really wake your body up, take in your home and your life and feel conscious appreciation for them. Set some intentions for the day, not just the goals that you want to achieve, but the way that you want to feel as you're working towards them. Before you step out of the door, remind yourself who you are and who you choose to be. You declare your value and your worth and your desire for a good feeling, peaceful day. Then you step into your day feeling grounded and confident, relaxed and ready for every possible circumstance with permission to enjoy your life. You see, starting from this state means that you're psychologically, neurologically, and physiologically more able to deal with any pressures that might come your way. You're not going to be on high alert looking for danger because your nervous system is no longer dysregulated and your neuroception no longer defaults to seeing everything as a threat. In fact, if you include a deeply embodied gratitude and appreciation practice, your neuroception will start to default to safety. And when that shift happens, you leave room for the peace and joy to be experienced. By allowing yourself that space in the morning to just be, you'll be opening yourself up to hear your inner guidance so you can follow your intuition with ease. This means that you won't need to work so hard because ideas and solutions will come more easily. You'll be in flow with your life instead of fighting against it. But like I say, this is a practice and you have to give yourself permission to feel better. And I know that might sound a bit funny, right? Because of course you want to feel better. You're doing all the things to try to feel better. But if there's a part of you that is still holding on to the belief that struggle makes you worthy, then you're going to have a crossed frequency. Because if struggle makes you worthy and ease makes you lazy, then you're going to be experiencing some level of cognitive dissonance, and the brain will always default to the path of thought most traveled. So if you want to change your default way of being, you get to do that through deciding a different belief, finding evidence of that new belief, and then strengthening it through repetition of thought over time. This is where affirmations can be used to literally rewire your brain. In the better morning scenario I gave you, we affirmed who we were before we stepped out of the door. So you need to keep reinforcing your newly chosen belief that success can be measured by ease. And ease is an indication of your alignment. And most of all, that your worth isn't dependent upon anything. You are inherently worthy and valuable just because you exist. This is how you give yourself permission to live with the joy of your success and feel fulfillment from it. And a great way of doing that is by joining me in my free 14-day mini course, Rewire Your Brain for Happiness. It's the first step in your journey to living the life and enjoying the success you've worked so hard for. Now, if you missed the last video that talks more about the importance of alignment, I invite you to watch the Next Level Mindset for High Achievers. I look forward to seeing you in my new community, and if I don't, well, just know that you've got this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.